chat! Oh shit. The music is about to continue. Hello chat! Welcome! Hello Cryptic! It was good to see you again. As if I didn't just talk to you like 10 minutes ago. Hi! And hi everybody! I'm glad you hopped in for a minute. It's okay that you can't stay, but I'm happy that you hopped in and said hi. I always love seeing your name in chat. How is everyone? Hearts! Hearts! I feel like I should make my chat on screen bigger so that people could see all your lovely words. It's alright though. Today we are going to be playing more Dream Daddy. It's been a little bit since we played the last one, so I don't remember exactly where we left off. But I know that we've been on one date with Craig so far. And as much as I love Craig, I almost feel like we should dip our toes in the water with another one of the daddies. You know, you don't want to put all your daddies in one basket. That's how the saying goes for sure. You don't want to put all your daddies in one basket. So I'm going to go ahead and open the game. Oops. Graphics quality daddiest. The options for graphics quality are dad, daddy, and daddiest. Mine are on daddiest. The daddiest quality. How is chat tonight? I hope you're all doing well. I'm glad to be streaming again. I also did not see until just now, but Foregatherers, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I didn't see that till now, I'm so sorry. Dream Daddy. Dream Daddy. It work? There it is. Let me know if the background music's too loud. I think it'll calm down a little bit once we get into the game. But now, so I think I will go on another date with Craig, obviously, because he's my favorite. But we've got to pick a second daddy to try out. And I'm thinking we might try out a little bit of Matt, or maybe a little bit of this guy that we almost did the do with. So let's see. I guess Tea Party. Okay, I feel like I remember where that was. I forgot that I turned my gain up super duper high for last stream, so it probably sounds like I'm inside of your ear right now. You want dinner? Hello, Amanda, my beloved. So far the music's good. Thank you, Cryptic. Cryptic, I promoted Moth to a mod level, and I was gonna promote you to mod level too, but you're never in chat. I also don't think you'd know how to mod, and to be honest, I don't think Moth knows either, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts. I'm gonna mod you later. You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. So I think what happened is we just got back from Craig's twin daughter's tea party. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. I'm sorry, that's okay. I know I stream at really awful times because I have just a nightmare sleep schedule. You guys sleep like normal people. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in a kind of scary way. How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time? I corrupted her, Dad. She secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. I like Amanda's hair. Dad tip number 4, stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect for you. True. Okay, so my favorite daddy, we've already been on one date with him. I think we can go on a total of 3 dates with any one of them. I'm thinking maybe, I'll tell you who I don't want. I don't want Damien. I'm not into Damien. I'm not into Joseph. I'm not really into Brian, and I'm not really into Hugo. So that leaves us with Matt, Robert, and Craig. Robert seems like he has problems, and I'm really into dudes that have unresolved trauma, so let's go with Robert. Robert's small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Yep, sounds like a man with problems. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter? What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. All right, we're about to have... Be aware of your choice of men. Yeah, we had some lengthy talks about my poor choice in men today. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spend a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? You know, I haven't, but, I guess I'll try it. Yeah, that... If his dad book page didn't scare me away, I don't think anything can. Let's message him. I don't remember... I mean, I do kind of remember the voice I did for him, but... Dad tip number 69. Haha. It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. True. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dad book. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that you read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. This feels too familiar. I'll watch cat videos on the internet. I like cat videos. We should do that sometime just for a stream, just watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. Never let a man preoccupy your mind for too long. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. Yikes. I guess he's mad about that time we kind of cock-blocked him. With our own cock. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. I like all of these. Am I a dad? I'll watch the food channel. There's something comforting about watching other people cook. Ooh, meat hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. It got weirder as it went on. I was going to criticize the fact that lemon meringue pie is not exactly an ingredient, but I think I should be more concerned about the wolves. Oh my god. I am not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef YnisSleepy to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Microwave some eggs or mustard jar. Both of those are... Make a sandwich is the only normal option here, but we all know what happens when you microwave eggs. They explode. Mustard jar? Feels more this feels dumb. This feels cursed, so I guess I'll go with mustard jar. It's just too much work to make food. If your depression meal is mustard, I have some news for you. I feel like depression isn't your only problem if your depression meal is mustard jar. I reach into the back of the fridge and find an old mustard jar. Ooh, brown and spicy. This will be a treat. I put in my first spoonful of mustard and immediately realized this was a mistake. I lean over the sink and drink some water straight out of the faucet. Blah. Mustard alone is not a meal. If only I had some Parmesan. Parmesan and mustard? Like cheese? I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I am ready to dunk. Come on, and slam! I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to this song. No, look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. I spent that long, it's nighttime, I spent that long playing basketball with myself with a hoop on the back of my door. Damn, I must be lonely. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning the house down. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped, Toddler Tournament. Is that real? That feels like a real show. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace with creme... I don't even know these words regularly. Creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. Yeah. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Huh? Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. I bet Robert's like me and he like sleeps until 5 p.m. and then he gets to all of his messages and people are like, where were you? Like, like lunchtime. I was like sleeping, probably. You up? What are you doing? The audacity. If there's one thing men have, it's the audacity. You're gonna text me, you up? What does this mean? What you doing? What am I doing? Watching TV. You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm just watching television with my daughter, working on my motorcycle. I'm just chilling. I type back, just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. She's so cute. A couple moments pass by and another message pops up. Yeah. Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. Yes, I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living. With ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert, asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Sorry. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? How do I... Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. Mary seems like she has some problems too. I brought Mary along. Figured we'd need a drinking buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weirdly married lady making passes at me. Give it a rest, buddy. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Oh. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, or whiskey straight up. If it were really me, I'd say beer. Or something tropical. I don't think I would ever drink straight up whiskey, but I want to impress him. I should be honest about who I am. I would like to impress the scruff man at the bar, but I should be honest about who I am. Well, admirable. I disagree. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Okay, I didn't have a choice there. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What?
Oh.
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So, where are we headed?
Oh.
Irish Eye we're drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart.
Give it a rest, buddy.
Sorry, Mary. Puns are the lowest form of humor, YN. Try harder. Fuck off, Mary. You're married. You should be at home with your kids. Bitch. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary. Put your fangs away for a second. Yeah, God. We walk into Irish Eye we're drinking. The bar's pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round. What are you having? This whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? I feel like it's gonna be whiskey everywhere we go, right? A whiskey hasn't failed me yet? Oh! Did you see? I got his eggplants. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Where is her husband in all of this? Or her 5 kids. Where is her baby? Like, didn't she lose her baby in one of the previous episodes? Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. This is how COVID started. Hey! Lion, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks.
Oh.
So, Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirt gremlin in the act, so I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah. So, what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hey.
You know, the devil's lettuce. Is that what people actually say? Don't do drugs. I have 2. Oh, Can I say that on Twitch? I don't know. I have 2 big fat. I don't know, blunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? You with the feds? None of these are ideal. I feel like she's gonna be upset no matter what I say. Are they gonna realize that this is a joke if I'm saying it? You with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy's gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Sorry. Ah! Hell yeah! Robert giggles helplessly. I made a gruff man giggle.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He may not be used to your brand of humor. fine.
Hey.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. Okay. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Just wanted some time alone with Robert. Wonder if I could get her to leave somehow. Could you get the next round? You're trying to ditch me, pal? No! No, I would never do that to you, Mary. No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Wyan wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey.
Hey.
Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Mary's kind of cool. Okay, I'm warming up to her. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Okay, that's gonna be me in like 10 years. Except without 5 creepy kids. And a pastor husband. Probably? Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking guy at the bar. She grows on ya. I would have to agree. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Who doesn't? Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married. She definitely tried to get in my pants the other night. And I gestured to her across the bar where she's making Google eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh! Oh man. He did what to me? I pegged you? Oh, for one. I guess I should read the whole sentence. Oh man, you know I pegged you. For one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Me and Craig. Still got a little wild in you? I have a child I need to care for. There's so much wild inside of me, and there could be more wild inside of me tonight if we go back to your place. Oh. You know it. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I'm like nailing this kind of date with Robert. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Blackout drunk, probably. Think you could go shot for shot? No, I don't think... I have tried to take a shot once, ever, and it was not voluntarily. I was just given, like, a shot, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I asked for another drink and said, surprise me, and was given a shot. And so I poured it into the glass with the mixed drink that I had had previously with all the melted ice and waited for the ice to melt to dilute it a little bit and sipped on it. I sipped on a shot with, like, a teeny straw. Like a pussy. I can't handle shots. Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So... what do I even talk about? He's so cool. And he probably hates small talk. So how are things? He's a dad, right? Did we ever meet his kid? Did we meet his kid?
Hey.
I hate small talk. Yeah, well, tell me what you want to talk about. Okay, you want to, like, compare dick sizes or something? I don't know. What do boys do when they hang out? Too many people. This isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? Not yet. Not that I plan to, but, you know, anything could happen, right? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience I've ever had. Gone. I'm totally joking, by the way. No. Great. Me neither. Okay, cool. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously.
Oh.
Or am I? Dude, I literally don't know, but you make me nervous. I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket.
Oh.
Let's roll.
Ah.
Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary?
Oh.
Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Mary sounds like she's fun to hang out with. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own 2 feet like this is the first time I've been drunk. Where to? You'll see. Are we going back to his house yet? I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a run-down strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store.
Hey.
Wait here. I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting... It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I've never heard of it. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. Okay. You shouldn't do that, but okay. Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back of the rock, back of the stop sign. I know it has to be done. I've got a problem with authority. I'm sorry, or this one's for you, Pappy. I've got a problem with authority! I've got a problem with authority! I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack. This is why you don't do that.
Whoa, whoa.
Dude, run. I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I'm no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving.
Oh.
Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I like pizza. I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no! Of course he likes pineapple on his pizza! Bro! Of course he likes pineapple on his pizza. Dude's traumatized. Dude had a rough past and now he likes pineapple on pizza. Awful. I mean, I like applesauce on pizza, but that's besides the point. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh, wait. Hawaiian. You're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? I mean, I guess I kind of have to be if I want to impress you, right? Of course. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it'll fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. Absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping.
Mm-hmm.
You said it. Man, I feel way better now.
Mm-hmm.
You and me both. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? You betcha. I'm so tired, but I love my daughter and I should go home to make sure that she's alright. I probably should check on my daughter. But daughters before hoes, dude. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry I have a child to take care of. Catch you around, Robert. I head home and make sure to drink a glass of water and have a multivitamin before bed. Probably made the right decision, I think. I mean, yeah, I should check on her. You know, she's my child. Date complete! Relax, Dad. White wine. Whiskey.
I could do that again.
I had a B rank? A B? Not an... I felt like that went really well. Except for the last part. Achievement progress knife dad, 1 out of 3. Amazing. Ooh! What voice was he? What did he sound like? Hey, YN. No. Hey. Hey. Hey, YN. What are your feelings about poker? Yeah, that sounds alright. Beyond hardly knowing her. Oh god. Poker? I hardly know her. Yeah. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take a shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyways, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. Sounds great. I love losing money. True. I've never poked her before. Mostly because I hardly know her. Lose that money! Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, ooh, he's fine, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something.
Hey.
Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. I'm a simple man. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been out this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. Never really high stakes. Ah, Craig's here. Ah, he's so tall. Look at him. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. What did he sound like? Why, Anne, so glad you could make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. And suspiciously hot.
Oh.
Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I am definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Sorry, hot dad. Okay, I'm bad at poker. There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs.
Hey.
This is basically my tipping. I'm giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Why is he winking at me like that?
Yeah.
Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Not Craig.
Hmm?
Hey, my chia seed and granola energy bars are just as delicious. Everybody laughs. I'm sure they're good, Craig. Let's just get the game going. We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear.
Hey.
Hey! Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie.
Hey.
Now wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, yep, that's me. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. If God was on your side, maybe you would have won at least a single poker game.
Oh.
See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute.
Nice.
I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company.
Hey.
Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it.
Oh.
Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
Wow.
What, are you a drug dealer now? Probably.
Hey.
Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? Tijuana Johnny's? I've heard of one of those three things.
Hey.
I can get you the straight stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours in a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow. But someday. Oh, I don't really. I think I'm good. Right.
Hey.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. Thank you, Robert. I dropped my phone in the toilet and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert, for making every situation possible awkward. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. Halfway. How do you drop... How... I don't... We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket? I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them.
Hmm?
Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. Okay, pastor, youth pastor. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. I forgot they both have twins. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times.
Hmm?
Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial asking for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Solid. Or liquid. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night, I walk in on her after she tried to take it. After she tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? I think if you grew up any time after like the 90s, yes, probably. Right? Do kids still play with like, what were they called? Baby alive dolls? Do kids still play with those? Everyone nods in agreement. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there already is. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? The amount of people I've had to ask about like their poop is very high.
Nice.
Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs and blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop.
Oh.
It's my own recipe. Be happy to give it to you guys.
Hey.
I can see it now. Pierce the kale chips. Clever. Oh, so clever. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, Matt.
Hey.
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. I like Pierce the Veil. We all look at Matt, confused. You guys don't know Pierce the Veil?
Oh.
It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses. It's mine, Matt.
Oh.
How's the shop nowadays? You guys are all losers.
Oh.
Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
Hey.
If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively.
Oh.
Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and is taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. You really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Well, saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Damn. Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. You guys go hard. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope.
Hey.
Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you guys sure you wanna...
Hi.
You heard the man. Deal.
Hey.
Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So, I know what you might be thinking. Robert put up his old workhorse for some grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. It didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gao in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything. Gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Zaizu Park and had to make my life new from there. Took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many times over. Seeing my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this.
Oh.
So let's make this more interesting.
Oh.
Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table. He just carries that shit around.
Hey.
All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
Oh.
Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. I fold.
Oh.
Everyone erupts. Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas.
Hey.
Next week, boys. Next week.
Hey.
You got it.
Dude.
I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. I sure was not unsettled by Robert at all. Keep working on that poker face, YN. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I do have dads. That was really intense. I think I'm gonna have to go back to my trusty Craig. I trusted Craig. I have 1 out of 3 hearts right now. Grow your own vegetables. It's cheaper, I think. I don't think that it is. Is it? I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. Last time we hung out, he was just so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. I love Craig. I like people that respond to me. Dude, of course! Emojis! I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. I'm gonna start doing that. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. Why'd he say it like that? I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run and then you get brunch. Ah. Craig and I agree to a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we do like a salad night? No.
Whoa.
Dad, are you on a health kick? Not yet. I formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. Belt. The committee is still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials.
Yeah.
Hi, yes. Can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese and tomatoes, and a couple of garlic sauce cups? Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Yes? Okay, this is a game that we need to play on stream sometime where every food falls into one category or another. For instance, a soup or a salad. I would argue that oregano is a salad because there's no fluid in it and because it's leaves. Or like, is it a sandwich or is it a sub? You know? So like a hot dog would definitely be a sub, but like a burger would be a sandwich, right? I think cheesecake is like a pie and definitely not a cake. Because cake doesn't have crust, and cheesecake does. And cake also usually doesn't have filling, but cheesecake does. I'm rubbing my eyes so hard right now, and it feels so good. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. I just rubbed my eyes so hard you wouldn't even believe. Anyways, oregano is a salad. Yeah, Rico, sprinkle some of that on there. Yep, Cash is fine. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful. Running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple light jogs and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivering service. I kind of like kombucha, I won't even lie. I just can't look at it. Because I don't want to know that I'm drinking chunks, you know? Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? No. No, I don't think so. Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early so that I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a bit easier, despite it always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? Please don't dry heave in front of our daddy. I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a shirt from a writer's summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest.
Hey.
He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow, look like a total schlub next to this guy. How old are we? Are we like 40? There's no way Craig's 40. Look at him. He looks 20. Well, maybe not 20. He looks like 28, you know? Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? River's so cute. I want to pinch your little cheeks.
Oh.
Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Later, little bubble. Goo. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear.
Oh.
That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Understandable. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She'd have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. If I could run every morning for 30 minutes, I feel like I'd be a different person, but I'm just not capable. Well, I'll try and keep up. So, where are we headed? I was thinking we could do a couple laps around the park. Hey, that sounds reasonable.
Oh.
Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that.
Nice.
And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. He can't be serious. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. That sound okay to you? I usually like to throw some time to murder sprints in there. Oh my god. But I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. Bro, I'm gonna die. That sounds like something I'm physically able to do. Maybe.
Hey.
Great, let's get started.
Oh.
Craig and I finally arrive at the park. I A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings, aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller. It's pretty quiet. River is on a chest strap. Alright, good warm-up. That was a warm-up?
Hey!
Let's start the show.
Hey!
But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it.
Oh.
Gotta hydrate, bro. Take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. True, I need to drink more water. I was just thinking about that. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this.
Oh.
Thanks for looking out, bro.
Hey!
You ready? My body's collapsing in on itself. Yeah! We finally finish our however many teamth laps around the park. Breathing heavily, but I can't believe I didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Huh. Almost looks like a frowny face. Aww. That's one. What?
Hey!
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Thanks. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to my limit just now. Can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. This is nice. Who's ready for hill climbs? No! Flat. There's my little cheerleader. Lion, you ready? You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park, oh my god, privacy, where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now? We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Lion, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running until you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Hey!
That's not the top. Let's do this. I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment. Please. Oh boy. Craig looks like he's taking a beating as well. Huh, so he is human.
Oh.
Lion, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. Feels a little better, but I'm still in agony. In here. Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Bro!
Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, you know, dying.
Oh.
Want to take it slow for a bit? Please. I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying. Aww.
Oh.
What's wrong, sweet pea? You want to play with Arnold? Mike looks around us.
Nice!
Oh boy. Man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing. Oh no.
Bro!
I've abandoned my child. This is a toy. We gotta find him, dude. Should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. Interesting. Hey, Sleepy, how you doing? Hello, Alec, welcome! Welcome to the stream, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? I hope you're also doing good. I hope you had a good day. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We gotta get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned Detective YnisSleepy.
Oh.
Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro-venture!
Oh.
We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. I keep forgetting you start 11:45 Eastern Standard. I keep thinking it's Central Standard. Nah, it's Eastern Standard. Just barely, though. I think I'm, like, on the edge, to be honest. I don't know how time zones work. So, it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we can interrogate. Sounds good.
Nice.
Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? Think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, you'd make an intimidating bad cop. I am terrifying either way, so I think we're gonna get what we want out of this. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a little bit. All valid points. I think you'd make a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch me meet hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between, and they're loud. The commercials are too loud. That's so true. Why are the commercials so much louder than the actual show? It's annoying, and it stresses me out. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff. Absolutely agree.
Bro.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment. Smart. So, where to, bro-tective? Let's go to the playground. We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Look for clues. Craig and I, two grown adults, walk onto the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here. No stray capybara hairs, at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All of the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. So I'm not sure if this is a dumb question, but what is this game about? It's not a dumb question at all. Essentially, we are a single dad with a 17-year-old daughter who moves to a new part of town and meets all these very attractive single daddies. This particular one is my favorite daddy. This is Craig. He is our old college buddy, but other daddies include like our daughter's history teacher, our youth pastor neighbor, some dude named Brian from the park who really likes to brag a lot, a vampire, this really rough dude named Robert, and a guy from a coffee shop. And there's another one I'm forgetting. There's 7, but I only listed I think 6. But essentially, now that we met all the daddies, we can kind of like go on dates with them. This is my second date with Craig because he's my favorite. Craig's my favorite. Look at him, he's beautiful. But we also went on a date with Robert, and it went. I committed a crime on my date with Robert, so I wouldn't say it went well. But I'm running on both of my dates with Craig, so I wouldn't say they're going well either. So it's a dating sim, a daddy dating sim, kind of, yeah. Well, essentially, yes, it is. Yeah, there's no but to that. That's exactly what it is. We head back to the playground. Interrogate Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. This is the youth pastor.
Nice.
Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. YN, are you exercising? Rude! I exercise sometimes. Rude of you to assume that I wouldn't. Bitch. Sure am, you know me. Just love to run and be healthy. It's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying. He's so weird. Joseph's so weird.
Lawrence of Arabia.
For both boat ropes. Thank you for clarifying that, Joseph. I didn't... That's what I assumed that it was to begin with, but I'm glad you clarified that. Thank you. Right. It is weird of you to be reading a book about, like, bondage rope tying at a kid's park, Joseph. The more I think about it, the weirder it gets. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here? What's a capybara?
Hmm.
It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around here. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Hey!
Joseph looks around.
Oh, cracker barrels.
Oh, crackers. They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're probably having like a seance or some shit in the nearby woods. His kids are weird.
Yeah.
They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. Yeah, I was gonna say like they might get kidnapped, but his kids would not get kidnapped. They would kill their kidnappers. Thanks for your help. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book.
Yeah.
Boat ropes. Alright, buddy. Almost Drake Bell weird. Yeah, a little bit. Ugh. We head back to the playground. Try to calm River down. It's a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold. Is that you, the guy in this corner? Yes. I'm hot. This guy, that is me. The dude with the cape and the Goku hair, that is in fact me, yes. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Pike straps River into the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing, and we decide to get back to the investigation. We head back to the playground. Let's move to another part of the park. Where to now, bro? Let's go to the field. We wander out to a grassy field at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures camped out on a blanket, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Let's ask Matt and Carmencita. Such a pretty name. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over.
Hey.
Hey dudes. This is my other favorite daddy. This is Matt. Hey bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? Dude, she's like 14. We have apple slices.
Oh.
Thank you very much, tiny bro. But I should be fine. Tiny bro, that's so cute. You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, YN. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Thank you, Carmencita. Wait a second. How do you know what a capybara is? Wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experience with one recently, have you? What? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. Why would you think that she'd had hands-on experience with a capybara recently? I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is. You can blame Craig for that. I don't like that they're just staring at me. This girl just called you ignorant. Is she wrong, though?
Hey.
Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? Where would I put him? In my jogging shorts? I quickly check my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I don't like the way they're all staring at me after that. I saw Memento once, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Wonderful. Nothing. What if that's what I wanted myself to think? No. YN, don't let them win. I shake off the thought. I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out. Thank you, miss.
Oh.
Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River here has a breakdown.
Hey.
Good luck! Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. I like her. Matt and his daughter are so cute. We maneuver back to the field. Look for clues. We carefully comb through the fields of grass and flowers. Can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. Why in?
Hi.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this senseless violence. I bet it was those fucking squirrels. My God, who or what could do this?
Hi.
I don't know. Now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. Like squirrels? I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind. Poor baby. Aww. Memento was a good movie. I've never heard of it. I don't know what it's about.
Oh.
Some of these jokes are a little lost on me because I'm not a real dad. We're running out of time. May already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. We maneuver back to the field. Interrogate River. Wait, let me try this. It's always the culprit you least expect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. This might have been a bad idea.
Hey!
Good cop. Hey, sweetie. Believe me, no one wants you to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues. And I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours, you might have something that'll lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? She's gonna, like, sneeze on me or something. Bleh. I have had a kid cough in my mouth once. This was pre-masks. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. We maneuver back to the field. At least I got some hearts out of that from Craig. Check out those squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree, right? What? What's that? Oh, there they are. Carmencita was telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. I guess we'll move to another part of the park. I've dad-deuced where we should go next. Dad-deuced. I guess go to the woods. Memento is a movie about this cop. His wife is killed and he experiences short-term memory loss as a result from the trauma. He wants to catch the bad guys, but all his memories seem to fade, so he tattoos himself with important clues. Oh, that sounds really interesting. So it's like a murder mystery kind of, I guess. Right? We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Look for clues. Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there's any recent activity that may be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner bro. We return to the woods. Interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Hey.
Hey, Rob.
Don't call me that.
Understandable, I didn't like it either. It felt weird. Okay, hi, Robert.
Don't call me that either.
Do you want me to, like, call you by my name? Tell you I love you in private? I don't care if you're lying? Is that the lyrics? Is that the lyrics to that song? Okay. Hey, buddy.
What are you up to?
Oh.
Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 to 3 hours of brooding in per day. Filling quotas. Have you by any chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? I
capybara is...
It's a large rodent native to South America. I know. So, have you seen one?
Hey.
A stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. Be good cop. Be...
I don't want to be a dick, but also, like, I feel like he'd appreciate a little bit of a little roughing up, you know? Be a good cop. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you back to brooding.
Oh.
Bad cop time, Robert. If you don't help us, I'm gonna put you in a headlock.
Craig could put me in a headlock anytime. Strong arms. Is that a threat or a promise? God, I hope it's a promise. I'm gonna start keeping secrets from Craig, so he'll put me in a headlock.
Oh.
Whoa, slow down. Robert gets it.
Back off.
Good talk, Robert. I guess let's move to another part of the...
Clock's ticking, dude. Where do we go next?
Let's re-examine the field, I guess. So that's where we found the first bit of it. We maneuver back to the field. Oh, do I have to, like, click around and search or something? Let's move to another part of the... I'm starting to put the pieces of this case together. Or I have indigestion. Oh, we better keep moving. These are some weird dates. Yeah, this date's going a little... Well, this date started off as a run, and I don't think anything that involves running is good, but he's hot, so I'll let it slide. Check out the playground again. Maybe Joseph's weird children are back. Interrogate Joseph again. See what Joseph's up to. Jog over to Joseph, who seemed to be engrossed in his book about tying up children, I guess.
Joseph!
Do you happen to know where Christian and Christy have gone?
Oh.
Oh, I bet they're... Oh my god, I bet they're cutting up the capybara as some sort of weird sacrifice for their weird seance. Sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Mischief, you say?
Lawrence of Arabia.
What was that? Joseph?
Wait, am I being interrogated right now?
No, yes. Only if you did something wrong.
What are you hiding, Joseph?
Oh.
Whoa, kinda getting the third degree here.
This is serious. There's a capybara on the line.
Oh.
I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears to the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes. Alright, I don't like that you have to keep saying that.
Head back to the playground. I guess let's check the woods again then, if that's where his children are gonna be. River's still holding together, but not for long. Her tiny eyes betray a barely concealed boiling rage just beneath the surface. Or something. She's a baby, I don't know. Let's move. Head back to the woods. Robert! Robert, we're back! Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Interrogate Robert. Time to grill Robert again. Hi, Robert. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Oh, Christ, what now?
Be good cop. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you back to brooding. Be in a headlock. Threat or promise. Dude, I'm just looking for someone else's kids.
Oh.
Back off. Okay. River's screeching is louder than ever. Craig's exhausted. I'm exhausted. Fuck, who?
Buddy. Oh, buddy. I got a rain check on brunch. I need to get River home and calm her down.
Fuck. Where was she? Or where was the capybara? We found a leg. I went to where I was supposed to. Alright. Good luck, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I feel like that date didn't go well. I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I can't help but to think this game is a bit of a meme. This game, I am almost positive, was actually created by the Game Grumps, if you know who they are. So I think you're absolutely correct. You're probably definitely, like, correct. I bet Amanda's still asleep.
Oh.
I crack open her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right. How was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau? I don't know what that means. Huh? Yeah, I don't know either. To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. Capybara is...
Oh.
Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know. She looks like she would know a lot about rodents. Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it. Fuck. So the run went well, though? I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first, but it ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty My legs give out. I find myself on the floor of the hallway. Oh no! I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Rodent knowledge is important. True. I like rodents. Dad band, handy baby run.
I see a lot of promise in you.
Oh. Neither of our dates went that well this time. Wow, our first date with Craig was S tier. I did so good on the first one. I'm sorry I couldn't find your baby's toy. It's not my fault. Achievement unlocked. Keg stands champion 2 out of 3. Or achievement progress. Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. Wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Aww. In the daughter, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. It is best to respect her boundaries. But part of me wants to, for the sake of the game, push it a little. Did something happen? No! Nothing happened! Go away! Leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Aww. Wow. No idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry. But I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would have only made her more upset. Yeah, it's best to respect her boundaries. Just let her know that I'm there when she's ready. Which I feel like we did. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I'm a good dad. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Good morning, Amanda. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? I don't like how silent it is. No. Okay. You need a ride to school? No. You want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burnt waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back on the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. Did you design your character? I can't help but laugh when I look at it. I did, in fact, design my character. It's really funny because at first I was trying... My intention was to make it look as much like me if I were a dad as possible. And it got out of hand because I was just given so many options. It got a little out of hand. I don't look like that. IRL. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I would certainly hope you don't. I'm almost offended. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. Just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just... Whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over and... Aw, this is so sweet. Stop it. That's the cutest and sweetest thing I've ever seen in my life. If someone did this for me, I'd probably cry. This is beautiful. Strawberry. Mana gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. Aww, stop it. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. You want me to take notes?
Oh.
I guess I should start from the top. You know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Oh god. No, that was her. The best friend or the other one? The other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. Yes! It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? She's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I find out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace, and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night that they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AP final. I would be upset about that too. If they lied to me so they wouldn't have to hang out with me, I'd be upset. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. Anyone would be lucky to have Amanda. Fuck Noah. Fuck Noah if he doesn't want her. She's so cute. And she's funny. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable, absolutely.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos. Without me. That's bullshit. That's so bullshit. Oh my god, that's so fucked up. Teenagers are mean as hell. I can relate. Aw, that's fucked up. If you don't want to hang out with someone, just be honest about it. God, you know, communicate. It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and then I'm gonna cry for her. Oh my god. That, like, this isn't even real, and it makes my stomach turn just reading that. I'm standing by the escalators and watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? It's super weird and super gross, and I'm very... But then they kiss. Oh my god, that's fucked. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey, oh Amanda, you shouldn't have gone over. That's when you leave and you cry in your car and you just block all of them. Or just unadd them. You don't even have to block them. Just unadd them on everything. What the fuck? Honestly, that's fucked. It is fucked. That's so fucked. Teenagers are mean. And Gracie drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Did she move to bed too? She's the gossipy one. I know. Yes. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left. Without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? Girl, I'm following, and I'm pissed for you. You got it. What did Emma R say? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I know. What did Emma R say? What did this bitch say? Is it mean to call a 17-year-old child a bitch? No, she's a bitch. Fuck her. Oh, okay. You loaded this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Okay, she's got the receipts. She's got the receipts. Following, I'm already there. Me too. No, she's definitely a bitch for sure. I'm on this. Okay. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. That's insane. I hear so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. I mean, I get it, but maybe it's because I'm like barely a teenager, but I'm barely an adult. They were dating in secret for like months. That's fucked up. You've done Emma R for a while, girl. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend. She's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, Pops. oh, Dad. Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Oh, come on, Mr. Dad. Right. Like, I have a phone. I have Dad Book on my phone. I should know what read receipts are because Robert left me on red. I should know what lead receipts are. I know what they are. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because at least she's being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed off I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere... Oh my god! Out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Emma P's a snake. Emma P, more like Emma Penis because she's a dick. You're being a big dick right now, Emma P. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots. Oh, come on, screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. It's bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. If it upset you, it's not stupid. Like, you have every reason to be upset in this situation. I'm pissed off for you, and this isn't even real. I'm like heated right now. What the hell? They're being assholes to you for no reason. You're like sweet. I mean, you're my daughter, but the bottom line is that everyone dropped me. Half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Well, girl, I know it's gonna sound cheesy and like a very adult thing to say, but you are about to graduate your senior year. It will not matter in like 3 to 6 months. I promise you. It'll get better, I promise. Because you won't have to see them ever again for the next, in 3 to 6 months from now. Teenager stuff, I'm fairly sure people do that shit until they die of old age. I'm not even gonna lie, yeah, because I really thought when I went into the adult world and started working with adults that people were gonna be more like mature and reasonable, but somehow they're less mature and reasonable. It's like, half the time I'm the youngest person in the room and I'm being the most reasonable about things. I'm like, this feels wrong, you know? I feel like I should not be the most reasonable person here. I'm like, well, you guys have children older than me and you're being more like high schoolers. The only thing that changes is how well they hide it. Yeah. Ugh, adults are stupid. Amanda, I'm so sorry. It's awful. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I thought Emma P was there since Dad died. I don't remember. Not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Right, had Emma R just told her, like, hey, by the way, I'm dating Noah, or even, hey, by the way, Noah asked me out, or Noah asked me out on a date, I think I'm gonna go. Is that okay with you? You know, just like, communication is a beautiful thing to utilize. And none of this would have ever happened if she had just communicated that. Amanda is not at fault here. I mean, there are better ways that she probably could have gone about some of the things that she did, but I understand why she did a lot of it in a fit of rage, and I don't blame her for that. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I just don't understand. Stop it. Don't ever say that again. Oh my god. She's not even my real daughter, but I want to like hug her. So you are plenty enough. If they decided to move themselves, if the trash decided to take itself out of your life, it was meant to be taken out, and it has nothing to do with you. As mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. I get it. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. You know what's pretty dumb? It's not dumb, it's your feelings. That's a really fucked up situation. You have every right to be upset. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. I would be upset too. I would have lost my shit if that happened to me. And your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. This. So true. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. Seriously. I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing that the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. If you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend, it takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. Agreed. Moth and Cryptic I've been friends with since, well, Moth I've been friends with since probably 3rd or 4th grade. Cryptic I've been friends with since probably 6th grade. And they are two of the only people that I'm still close friends with. And they're lovely. I hung out with them earlier. They're so lovely. We had a good time. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I'd learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. True! Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Absolutely! If you ever feel this way, come back to this video and watch this dad advice Dad Vice. Yes, Dad Vice. Watch the Dad Vice. Because it's true. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Oh my god. Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. We deserved it. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yeah? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, they put a little voice clip in of her saying I love you. Stop it, that hurts my heart. In a good way. That makes my heart do an ooh-woo. That was really sweet.
Welcome.
Okay.
You've got dads.
I've got dads. Craig! Hey, dude, okay, Craig. I think as much as I would love to talk to my beloved Craig again, I think I'm gonna have to end it off there today. Because my throat is sore and I've been very busy all day, so I'm tired. So I'm going to save just in case. I'm pretty sure it already saved, but whatever. I agree there's nothing wrong with feeling a certain way. Absolutely. Your feelings are always valid. It's good to reflect on them and find out why you're feeling that way. But if something upsets you, there's nothing wrong with being upset. Okay, let's close that window. Go to my goodnight scene. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. I had fun. Where is my... Apparently I just deleted my music tab when I stopped playing music earlier. I don't know where it went. But I'll pull up more music. It's alright. I had fun. I think I'm a little sad. Little sadder date with Craig didn't go as well as it could have. But, you know, we had an S-tier date with him before. We had an S-tier date with Craig prior to this. So I guess hopefully it'll balance out. And hopefully our third date will be the winner, you know? I don't know what, like, do I have to get like a certain grade average to be Craig's daddy friend? I want Craig to be my daddy friend. Cake is there to be eaten, true. But thank you so much everyone for hanging out today. I'm gonna put exclamation point socials in chat. That has my Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube VOD channel. I'll link to my YouTube VOD channel. And then I think today, what do I want to put today? Exclamation point, help natives. There it is. That command is a link tree created by @cicadanaz on Twitter, providing links on actions you can take to help support Indigenous people in their communities. That only includes some ways to help, but it's not an exhaustive list. So take the time to educate yourself on the many issues impacting Native communities and other ways you can help. That link tree is a great place to start, but I encourage you to do your own research and look for your own ways to help support the Native community because there are so many ways to do it. I wanted to be here before I just messed up the time. I know, I stream at a weird time too, but for now I will be streaming around 11:45 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting. I don't think there is. If I'm forgetting anything, I'll just tweet about it, I guess. Or put it on Instagram. But thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Love you all so much, and have a good night.